We're joined now by Lisa Jones, Director of Construction for Golden Crescent Habitat for Humanity, and thank you for coming in. We appreciate it. And talking about a program today specifically for veterans and helping veterans out. Why did Habitat for Humanity feel that it was so important to really focus on a program like this and focus on giving back to veterans?
Well, we have a really nice large veteran population here in Victoria, and there were a lot of people that were in need. As you drive around, you can still see the remnants of Hurricane Harvey and all of the things, and so we just wanted to be able to serve that population. We were able to secure monies in partnership with Texas Veterans Commission, and that allows us to serve 10 to 15 families that might otherwise be missed, and so we felt like that was very, very important.
What have been the biggest challenges getting the word out that this is available?
Right. Well, a lot of times our veterans don't tend to ask for help, so we're trying to find people it ends up being that people advocate for that person. This person needs help, and so we ended up going out that way. But we've tried to partner with the Patty Dodson Center, all of the different key players in the veteran community here in Victoria to try to get the word out, but it is very difficult.
Yeah. And explain a little bit about what repairs y'all do. It's not just anything and everything. There are certain repairs, but kind of explain, the program and what it offers.
We serve veterans and surviving spouses, which is very important because sometimes those surviving spouses really need help as well after their husband passes or significant other passes. We do home modifications, which would include those ramps and things like that, the step-in showers. We do weatherization. We also do just general repairs. Electrical panels need to be updated from time to time, and sheetrock repairs and flooring repairs and things like that are safety issues.
Okay. Foundation is the one thing that's excluded.
Yes,
absolutely right.
Correct. Foundation, and those in the country, septic repairs, that type of stuff. But pretty much everything else, and it's a very generous program, and they allow for a lot of different things, even appliances, if your appliance is out and you need a new appliance or something like that. So it covers a lot of different things.
Okay, great. So as far as the application process or what is, do they need to apply? Do they just submit their information? How do they go about doing that?
You'd reach out to our office and specifically talk to Cheryl, but you have to be 80% of area median income or less. You would have to own your own home. You would have to be current on property taxes or at least on a payment plan, and then you just have to provide all the required paperwork. It's really, I say it's an invasive process. To some people it is because you have to turn in a lot of different documentation, but it's well worth it because you get a lot of benefits out of it. We're able to do so many things for them, and the people that have been served have been so grateful and so appreciative, and they've said it's well worth the effort and the time that it takes to sit down and go through that process.
Now, if someone's hearing about this and they're just a community member, a volunteer, what opportunities are there for them to be involved in this program as well?
Well, donations are always welcome. That helps us especially to even do more than we have been able to do in the past. Volunteer opportunities, it's a little more difficult in the repair side of things because typically that's a can of worms and you have to have very skilled volunteers to do some of the things that we are doing, but we do welcome anybody that would wish to volunteer. We will put you on a list, and if it's something that, like if it's painting, that's generally an easy thing to do. Sure. But some of the other stuff is a little more involved.
Okay. And does the Restore go into this program as well, or is that strictly for the regular Habitat for Humanity program?
I'm glad you asked about Restore. The Restore is a great resource for us for this veterans repair program because a lot of times they have materials that we use on a routine basis, the paint and different things like that, the fixtures for bathrooms and different things like that. So we pull a lot of things from the Restore, which helps us to keep costs down, which I'm very appreciative to James for that over at the Restore. But that's how they kind of play a role in that program.
Okay, so if anyone has donations for the Restore, then they could support it that way as well.
100%. That would be awesome.
All right. Well, thank you, Lisa, for joining us. And of course, you can find out all the details about the program and the qualifications on their website. So, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Well, don't go away. Coming up next, we'll find out more about Better Hearing Month and why our hearing health is so important.